Fantastic. All right. Good morning. As always, we'll find ourselves in our most comfortable seated position as soon as we feel ready to begin. Once you're there, just begin to sit up nice and tall. Let the eyes close. And just give yourself a few moments of silence here to just connect. As you slowly transition into presence, let your breath deepen. And as you allow the breath to deepen and the mind to come into the now, find your intention for your practice. Let's take a deep breath in, sigh it out. We'll do two more. Slowly inhale. Let's bring our palms together to heart center. If it resonates, let's initiate with one deep collective Om, breathing in. Slowly releasing the palms down to the ground. We're going to shift our bodies and come face down, coming onto the belly. And just switching things up, make a pillow with the hands or the forearms and release the forehead down onto those hands or forearms. And once you're there, I invite you to just take a good 5 to 7 deep breaths face down. Make the breath be steady and full. And become fully aware of how the belly and the rib cage expands and presses against the ground. Become fully aware of the vastness of the back of the body. And begin to bend those knees and take itty bitty windshield wipers side to side here. Just feeling some awareness enter into the low body. Keeping that breath nice and steady and aware. And then gently release those legs down. Bring your palms right beneath the shoulders, shoulder blades together. Inhale. As you exhale, press into the hands, press yourself up and back to your child's pose, Balasana. Shifting the hips back towards the heels. One full breath in and out. Inhale, rise up onto the hands and knees. As you breathe in, soften the belly, lift the heart and the gaze. And then exhale, lead with the tailbone, round your spine, chin to chest. Breathing, come back to neutral spine and slowly sink the chest all the way down towards the mat, slithering forward onto the belly. Lower down, make a pillow with the hands again. Bend your knees and windshield wiper side to side. Good. Returning to center, Palms shift beneath the shoulders once again. Inhale. Exhale, press yourself up and back to that child's pose. Inhale, rise into tabletop position. Soften the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, round your spine, chin to chest. Breathe in, shift forward, chest towards the ground. Slither onto the belly. Lower down, make a pillow with the hands. Bend the knees and windshield wiper side to side. So you'll notice there's a little sequence we're coming into. And slowly release the legs down, palms beneath the shoulders, breathe in. Exhale, press it up, tabletop position. Press it back, child's pose. Inhale, rise up, tabletop, and soften the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, that body shifts forward. We lower the chest towards the ground, nice and controlled. Slowly slither forward onto the belly. Make a pillow with the hands. Bend the knees once again. Windshield wipers side to side. A full awareness of your breathing. Bring the legs back to center. Palms beneath the shoulders, shoulder blades together. Pausing here, we'll breathe in. As you exhale, lift the chest away from the ground, coming into your low cobra. Feeling everything together, shoulders relaxed, jaw, tongue soft. Breath is steady. One more full breath. Good. With strength, exhale, press it up, tabletop position. Press it back, child's pose. Inhale, we will rise up once again, tabletop position. Soften the belly, lift the gaze and the heart. Exhaling, round your spine, chin to chest. Beautiful. Body shifts forward, lower chest to the ground, then slither the body forward. Inhale, lift into your cobra once again. This time, lift the palms lift the palms off the ground. Let them hover above the earth. One more breath. Exhale, lower down, and then this time interlace your hands together behind the back. Press the arms away from the body. Bend your knees and windshield wiper here. You can have the chin, a cheek, or your forehead to the ground. Begin to release the legs down. Keep the arms pressing away for one more breath. Slowly lower those arms down. Plant the palms beneath the shoulders again. Elbows hug in. Breathe in. Exhale, lift up, low cobra. Lower down, press into your palms, rise up, tabletop position, and pause here. Breathe in, soften the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, round that spine. One more round, breathing in. And exhale. Beautiful. Breathing, coming back to center, shoulders above the wrists, hips above the knees. Take the right leg straight back behind you. Bend that knee so the sole of the foot reaches upwards. We're going to take baby pulses here, just 10 as we kick up with the leg. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the leg lifted, straighten it out behind you. Hips stay level. Chest reaches forward. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and elongate that left arm straight out in front of you. Create that balance here. Core is strong. Breath is steady. Final breath. Go ahead and release those limbs down. Take that left leg straight back behind you. Bend the knee. Good. We'll take 10 little pulses here, kicking upwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it lifted, straighten that leg out, re-engage in your foundation, and then extend that right arm out in front of you. Find your balance here. Return to your stability of breath. One more breath. And release those limbs down. Take it back, child's pose. One full breath in. Let the breath go. Press firmly into your palms. Begin to tuck your toes. Lift those hips up into your downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Hands are shoulder width apart. Feet are hip width apart. Good. Pressing the chest back for those thighs. Find any movement here that you crave. Bend one knee and then the other. Sway hips from side to side. As you pause here, come to stillness now. Press firmly into that left palm. Take your right hand, cross it over to reach for your left leg. You can reach for the left ankle, shin, thigh, wherever it's available. And then take the gaze underneath that left arm. And slowly bring it back to center, pressing firmly into the right palm. Take the left hand over to the right now. Take the gaze underneath the arm. A little bit of a twist here in our downward dog. One more breath. Coming back to center. Inhale, gaze forward between the hands. And exhale, walk yourself up towards the front of the mat into your forward fold. My little earpiece fell out. Sorry about that. There we go. Once you're in forward fold, once again, interlace your hands together behind the body. Press them away. Good. Release those arms down. Slide your hands up your shins. Lift up halfway. Breathe it in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, sink your hips. We'll rise into that chair pose. Utkatasana. Feet are hip width apart. Make sure you see all 10 toes if you look down. 2 more breaths. Inhale, straighten up all the way. And exhale, bring those hands back to heart center. Good. Slow and steady now. Breathe in. Arms reach out and up. Exhale, open the chest and fold forward with a flat back. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, palms to the ground. Step it back, high plank. Shoulders above those wrists. Legs are strong. Once you're here, bring the right knee to the ground and then lift it up. And the left knee to the ground and lift it up. 2 more, both sides. And 1 more on each side. Good. Slow and steady. Lower both knees to the ground. Elbows hug in. Bring the chest towards the earth. Pausing here. Hovering. And then slowly slither forward onto the belly once again. Inhale, lift the chest into that cobra. Beautiful. Go ahead and lower the chest all the way down now. 1 breath in and out. Good. Breathe in, lift that chest 1 more time. This time, lift your hands off the ground again. But instead of letting them hover, gently bring them out to the side so we have goalpost arms. Our elbows are bent 90 degrees. Good. We're going to create a funny little movement here. Go ahead, Inhale, lower the chest towards the ground, palms touch towards the earth in that 90-degree angle. Exhale, we're gonna lift away from the ground, lifting the chest back up. Inhale, we lower down. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift it up. 2 more. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift it up. 1 more. And exhale, lift it up. Pausing here. Good. Slowly lower down like a pillow with the hands. Begin to feel the core continue to engage. Feel the legs begin to engage. Slowly now, make sure your face is pointing in one direction so that the neck is straight. Keep the shoulders soft. Using leg strength, begin to lift just the legs off the ground. And then lower them down as you breathe in. Exhale, lifting just the legs off the ground. And lower them down. Exhale, lift the legs. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift the legs. Inhale, lower. Final 2. Exhale, lift the legs. Inhale, lower. Final 1. Exhale, lift the legs. Inhale, lower. Straighten those arms straight out in front of you now. Palms will face each other. Deep breath in. As we exhale, lift all the limbs off the ground. Chest is lifted. Face and chin are parallel to the earth. Feel your breath here. One more breath in. And exhale, lower all the way down. Press into your palms. Rise up, tabletop position. As you exhale, take it back to your child's pose. Slow and steady. Find that inhale. And then exhale again. Press into your palms, downward facing dog, rising back up again. Hips reach upward. Inhale, gaze forward between the hands, and exhale, walk those feet forward to your forward fold. Breathe in, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend those knees, sink those hips, find your chair pose. Utkatasana, chest is lifted. One more breath. Inhale, straighten up all the way. And exhale, hands come back to heart center. One full breath in and out. Inhale, bend the knees, sink the hips, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, we'll lift up halfway. Exhale, palms to the earth, step it back, high plank. Knees up or down. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling into your cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Take that right leg up towards the sky. Bend the knee, fan that hip open. Keeping your shoulders parallel. Keep pressing the chest back. Draw a circle with that right hip in one direction. And then in the opposite. Leveling off those hips, shift the body forward, high plank, and step the right foot forward between the hands. Good, chest reaches forward here. High runner's lunge. Breathe in, breathe out. And then with control, inhale, we'll rise up into that high crescent lunge. Arms reaching upwards. Good, happy bend in that front knee. Back leg is strong. We feel our breath. Good. Exhale, begin to lean forward, arms in front, hover above that thigh. Press into the right foot, lift that left leg off the ground. Deep breath in and out. One more breath. Good, bending that right knee, release the left toes back down, rise up one more time, breathe in. Exhale, palms to the ground. Step the right foot back, high plank. Good. Once you're there, feel strong, knees up or down. Exhale, lower through chaturanga. Inhaling cobra or upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Good. Slowly begin to shift forward, high plank. Press into the right palm, roll onto the outer edge of that right foot. Your left foot could step in front of you or stack it on top of the right as we reach that left arm up towards the sky for a side plank. Keep those hips pressing upward. Final breath in. Exhale, release that palm down, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward between both hands, and exhale, walk, jump, or step yourself forward to forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, sink your hips, find your chair pose. Good. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, straighten up all the way. Exhale, hands to heart center. Moving straight back into it. Inhale into chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, palms to the earth. Walk those feet back, high plank. Knees up or down, your choice for vinyasa. Lower the chest towards the earth. Inhale into your cobra or upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Once in down dog, reach that left leg up, bend the knee, fan that hip open. Good, keep pressing the chest back. Take a circle with that left knee now, with that left hip in one direction, and then in the opposite. Level those hips back off, shift the body forward, high plank, and step that left foot forward between the hands. Remembering to manually adjust whenever is needed. Chest reaches forward, high runner's lunge. Deep breath in and out. And then inhale, we'll rise up all the way, high crescent lunge on this side. Reconnecting with our breath. Beginning to lean forward, hover above that thigh, arms reach out in front. Exhale, lift that right leg off the mat. One more breath. Bending that left knee, release the right toes down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release the palms down towards the earth. Step that left foot back behind you, high plank. This time, press into that left palm, roll into the outer edge of the left foot, reaching that right arm up towards the sky, side plank. Remember that right foot could step in front of you for stability or stack it on top of the left. Final breath. And exhale, release that right palm down, high plank, knees up or down, lower chaturanga. Inhale into that cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale into downward facing dog. Breathing in and out. Beautifully done. Deep breath in, gaze forward between the hands. Exhale, walk, jump, or step it forward to your forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend those knees, sink those hips, come into that chair pose. Good. Lift up the right heel. Lift up the right foot. Can we straighten the left leg, create a figure four with that right leg over the left, and then sink back into our chair pose. Hands can come to the heart if that helps. One more breath. Good. Now where we're going to go from here is we're going to unravel that figure four. Step the leg straight back behind us, almost in slow motion, as we release those right toes to the ground. Open the body up into that warrior two. Good. So we're just trying to allow ourselves to find controlled movement, controlled activation. Remember, arch of the back foot is in line with the heel of the front foot. Left knee bends and presses open. Reach those arms out. Warrior two. Gaze at your front middle finger. Good. Center body is strong. Breath is steady. Begin to straighten that front knee. Good. Both legs are strong. Lengthen forward. Side body is active. Release the left fingertips towards the ground as that right arm reaches up. We come into our Trikonasana, tree pose, or triangle pose. Find the breath here, feeling shoulder blades coming together behind you. Everything engaged and working together. One more breath in. Slowly, with control, use that oblique strength to rise back up. Bend back into that front knee. Good. Left palm flips up. Lengthen forward. Inhale. Exhale. Reverse that warrior. Take it backwards. Left arm reaches back. Right arm slides down that right leg. Good. Slowly breathe in, rise up. Excellent. We're going to lean forward. Release your left fingertips to the ground, to the outside of your left foot. Bring that right hand to the right hip. Good. We're going to press firmly into the left foot as we activate the core and that back leg. If we can we take that right leg and lift it off the ground? Now we might wiggle and wobble. Ideally, we stack one hip on top of the other. Maybe, if stability allows, we can reach that right arm upwards. So this is called our half moon pose. It looks scarier than it really is. If you're at home and you're playing around, go ahead and move up against the wall, grab a hold of a couch or a chair. See if you can catch at least 2 to 3 full breaths here. And then slowly begin to bend that left knee and drop that right leg back down behind you, rising back up into that warrior two. Awesome. Deep breath in. Exhale, windmill those hands down towards the earth, lifting that back heel off the ground. Chest is reaching forward. We're back in this high runner's lunge. Press firmly into that right palm, shoulder above the wrist. Exhale, reach that left arm up towards the sky. Find your twist here. Keep length in spine, activation through legs. One more breath in your twist. Exhale, lower that left hand down, step the left foot back, high plank, breathe it in. Exhale, lower through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk, jump, or step it forward between the hands. Forward fold. Breathe in, we'll lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Good. Bend those knees, sink those hips, come back to your chair pose. Once we're in our chair pose, go ahead and lift up the left heel. Keep the core strong, chest lifted. Lift up the left foot. Slowly straighten that right leg a little bit. Create that figure four with the left leg. And then fold, well, don't fold, but sink back into your chair. Hands can come to the heart at any moment if that feels more natural. Steady breath. All right. Slowly now, we're going to unravel that figure four. Straighten that left leg, straight back behind us in that slow motion as we release the toes to the ground and open it up into that warrior two. Good, just like we did on the opposite side. Breathing steady here, gazing forward at the front right middle finger. And just invite the stillness. Slowly now begin to straighten that right leg. Good, legs are strong. Reach forward, lengthen. Side body strong. Exhale, release the right fingertips down to the inside of the right leg. Left arm reaches up. Trikonasana. Shoulder blades come together. Feel everything strong. Good. With control, use the obliques and the legs. Rise back up. Bend back into that right knee. Good. Right palm flips up. We lengthen forward slightly. And exhale, reverse that warrior now. Reaching it back behind you. Feel that beautiful stretch through the right side of the body. And then inhale, rise up. We're going to exhale, release the right fingertips to the ground, to the outside of that right foot. Left hand to your left hip. Good. Take a moment now. We're coming into that half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Press into the right foot, engage core and back leg. Exhale, lift that left leg off the ground. And then see if we can gently spin the hips open to stack that left hip on top of the right. Once we're there, left arm reaches upwards. Both legs remain strong, breath remains steady. And as you play around, as you fall in and out, as you grab whatever support around you there is, try to get anywhere from 2 to 3 full breaths in. And then once we're there, slowly bend that right knee. See if we can gently fall back into that warrior two. And if we kind of collapse here and there, it's all good. Let yourself giggle, be with yourself there. Deep breath in. Exhale, windmill the hands to the ground. That left heel points up now. Our hips are squared forward. Chest reaches forward, high runner's lunge. Press firmly into that left palm, coming into our twist. Exhale, that right arm reaches upwards. Right knee gently hugs in. Exhale, release that right hand down. Step the foot back, high plank, deep breath in. Exhale, lower Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale into Cobra or Upward Dog. And exhaling into Downward Facing Dog. Pausing in this Downward Dog for 5 breaths. You can bring the knees down and rest in Child's Pose instead, if that's where your body wishes to be. Friendly reminder, at any moment you can skip the vinyasas and just come down into Child's Pose instead. When you're ready, inhale, gaze forward between the hands. Exhale, walk, jump, or step it forward to forward fold. Inhale, we'll lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, sink your hips once again. Utkatasana, chair pose. Once in chair pose, come up onto the tippy toes. Lift the heels. Lower the heels down. Lift up onto the tippy toes. And lower. Lift up onto the tippy toes. And lower. Lift up onto the tippy toes. Keep your ankles as parallel as possible. And lower. Just two more. Lift up onto the tippy toes. And lower. One more. Lift up onto the tippy toes. Stay lifted. Straighten the legs. Keep those heels lifted. Lower the heels. Exhale, hands to heart center. From here, we're going to step our legs wide. You can turn to either side of your mat if you prefer to stay lengthwise, just so you know. Good. Once we're here, we're going to bring our heels in. All 10 toes will point out. Bend into both knees. Sink your hips here. Chest stays lifted. Good. From here, our arms reach up, and then we bend 90 degrees into those elbows, shoulder blades together, palms face forward. This is called our goddess pose. Good. From here, take a deep breath in, and maybe you find a movement where you bop up and down or you sway side to side. It's entirely up to you. But just connect with the breath. And find stillness. And slowly now breathe in, straighten the legs, straighten the arms up overhead. Exhale, bend back into all four limbs. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend back. Inhale, straighten. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale, bend back and pause. Good. Lift up the right heel. Lower. Lift up the left. Lower. Lift up the right. Lower. Lift up the left. Lower. Both heels now lift up together. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower down. Straighten those legs. Reach the arms up. And then as you breathe out, bring just the hands of prayer back to center. Bring your toes to point forward now. Good. Feel that low body nice and long and strong. Hands to your hips, chest is open. Firm up those legs. Deep breath in with a flat back as though you were hinging from your hips. Begin to come forward. Slow and steady, releasing the crown of the head down towards the earth. And we may be up here instead if this is where our body's at, right? And that's perfectly okay. Then release your hands down to your blocks, pillows, boxes, books, any props that you have, if they don't comfortably reach the ground. Completely relax the head and neck here for a few breaths. And be sure you're pressing gently down into the outer edges of your feet so you're not sickling inwards to those inner arches. One more breath. Good. Breathe in. We'll lift up halfway. Chest reaches forward here. Beautifully done. Begin to bend into that right knee as you sink your hips over to the right. Left toes point up. Good. Once you're there, reach that left arm up towards the sky. As you exhale, lower that left hand down, crawl it over to the opposite side, bend into the left knee, sink the hips, right toes point up, right arm reaches up. Lower it down, walk yourself over to the opposite side, being very mindful of your knees and hip joints here. Once you're over to the right, left arm reaches up, Exhale, lower down. Take it over to the left. Good. Right arm reaches up. Excellent. Bring it back to center here. Hips reach straight up. All 10 toes forward. We lift up halfway once again. Take that right palm, place it down in the center of the ground in front of you, right beneath the nose. You can have a block here or any prop if you don't comfortably reach. Take your left hand to your sacrum, your low back. Chest reaches forward. Exhale, begin to take a twist over to the left without moving your hips. So it's coming from the mid-upper spine. Good. If you think you can remove your left hand from the low back and your hips won't move, go ahead and see if you can reach that left arm upward. For many of us, it might be a little more out to the side, and that's okay. Final breath in. Everything is strong. Exhale, release that twist. Left palm comes down onto the ground now, right beneath the nose. Good. Remember, any prop beneath that hand is perfect for length here. Right hand towards your hips. Make sure your hips are level, chest reaches forward. Breathe in. Exhale from the mid-upper back. Legs are firm. Begin to twist over to the right now. Perhaps that right arm reaches up. And slowly unravel. Fold forward. Breathe in, lift up halfway. Squeeze the legs, squeeze the core. Both arms reach straight out in front of you. With control, slowly rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. You can either tiptoe or jump your feet back together. Wiggle that out. Let that go. That was a lot on your legs. Your legs are awesome. When we're ready, back to the front of our mat. We'll breathe in, arms circle almond up. Exhale, leading with that chest, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, palms to the ground, step it back, high plank. Good, optional vinyasa or go straight to downward dog. Lowering chaturanga dandasana. Rising cobra or upward facing dog as you inhale. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And out. Beautifully done. Release your knees down to the ground. Cross those ankles behind you and sit back onto the ground. Straightening the legs out in front. All right. Once you're there, chest is lifted. Legs are strong. Arms reach up. Inhale. And exhale. Fold forward over those legs. At any moment, you can have a strap behind the feet here. If you don't have a strap at home, remember a towel, belt, scarf, blanket, anything that resembles a strap. Belly pulls in, reach forward, inhale, rise up all the way. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Pausing steady here for just one deep breath in. And out. Bringing the soles of the feet to the ground, bending your knees, arms reaching out in front. We're going to lean back slightly. Again, this could be plenty of effort for you right now, so you stay here. Otherwise, see if you can lift the feet off the ground as we come into our Navasana, boat pose. Chest stays lifted here. You can reach for your hamstrings if that's helpful for you. One more deep breath in. Exhale, lower the feet down. Place the palms down gently behind your hips. Shoulder blades together, chest is open. Press into your feet and hands. Fingertips are forward or off to the side. Find which one feels safer. When you're ready, exhale. Press into the feet and hands. Lift your hips away from the ground. Gaze is either up or chin to chest. Please do not yank the head and neck back. Deep breath. One more deep breath. Slowly lower all the way down. Beautifully done. From here, we'll come back into that boat pose, Navasana. But be mindful, take a moment and make sure, look behind you, that you've got enough space behind you. Move anything out of the way. Then come back into your boat pose. And very slowly, we're going to take this boat pose and bring ourselves down onto the mat. Now, if the spine begins to round, just let it go. It's all good. Once you're there, hug the knees in, rock side to side. And take those circles into the opposite direction if you took circles. All right. Slowly here, come to stillness. Straighten the legs all the way up towards the sky. Reach the arms out to a T by the side. All right. Just leaving the legs here a moment. Feeling that pressure against the sacrum on the low back. Almost as though we were settling everything back into place. Begin to wiggle the ankles and the toes. Begin to bend those knees. Drop the soles of the feet down to the ground, hip width apart. Arms slide down to come next to the body. Palms point down, shoulder blades together. Preparing for bridge pose, inhale. Exhale, press into the hands and feet. Lift your hips away. Chin away from the chest. Slowly lower down. Good. And then as we breathe in this time, we're going to engage the body. Exhale, rise back into bridge. And we're going to take 3 pulses there. Breathe in, engage. Exhale, rise up. And take 3 subtle pulses here as we lower the hips towards the ground. Exhale, press them up again. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, pause. Good. From here, stay strong. Take that right foot, lift it off the ground. Create a figure 4 on top of that left leg. Similar to how we did when we were standing. Good. Actively press the right knee towards the earth so you get a deep psoas stretch. Shoulders relax. Neck and jaw are soft. Unravel that figure 4. Take it right into the opposite side. Lifting that left leg. Create figure 4 on top of the right. Press those hips up. Slowly unravel that figure 4. Slowly lower all the way down. Reach the arms up past the head. Bend your elbows so that you reach for each opposite elbow, framing the top of the head. Feel a release through the shoulders here. Flatten the low back towards the ground. Tiptoe your feet out to be wider than the hips. Good. And slowly release both knees down towards the left. And then over to the right. And just continue this movement a few rounds. Notice where your breath is. If its presence escapes you, come back to it. Good. Slowly coming back to center, release the arms down by the sides again. Take both knees, drop them down to the right, let them stay there this time. Option to take the right foot and hook it on top of the outer side of your left leg. Slowly release the hook with the right foot if you took it. Bring the knees back to center and then let them fall over to the left, hooking the left foot on top of the outer side of the right leg. One last breath. Release that out. Coming back to center. Good. Slowly straighten those legs out onto the ground. Slide the arms down by the side. Shoulder blades together. Reach your tailbone for the heels. Let your feet and ankles gently roll outwards and open, lying just a bit wider than the hips. Begin to let the eyes close. Begin to feel the body resting against the ground. Allow everything to soften completely as you slowly take one deep breath in and then out. One deep breath in and out. Take one final deep breath in all the way. Slowly let that breath go. And then just let go of all control of breath as it returns back to its natural self. Release all control of the body. And give yourself the space now to only be. Nothing left to do. And just away on that inward journey now. slowly to deepen that breath again. Feel the ground beneath you, supporting you. Feel that space surrounding you. As you deepen the breath, begin to wiggle the fingers, toes, wrists, and ankles. Turn your head from side to side, stretch the jaw, maybe even the tongue. Gently reach the arms up past the head, stretching the body long. Hugging the knees in towards the chest, reawakening the spine. Good. Slowly coming back to seated, nice and controlled at your pace. Take your time. Once we've come to seated, let ourselves close the eyes here. Just check back in with ourselves. Reconnect with our intention, our inward gratitude practice. Bringing palms together, Anjani Mudra, reaching them to our third eye center between the brows, reminding us to always have loving and kind thoughts. Hands of prayer to heart center, reminding us to always have honest and loving intentions. Hands of prayer to the mouth, reminding us to always have honest and kind words and communications with everyone else and especially our own selves. Let's complete our practice with 3 deep collective Oms. If and when you're ready, breathing in. May all beings everywhere be happy, free, and free from suffering. May our practice as always benefit not only ourselves, but be for the greater good as a whole. Honoring that light within you, my friend. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a beautiful day.